Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video and show you how I was able to find a 600% SPX play on Thursday, April 17th. As you can see, all week the market's been super choppy and not a lot of plays, with it being a short week and OPEX. We were inside day yesterday. So in the morning, I came into the market, saw what Asia and London did, and overall, I was expecting a choppy day, but told myself that I would only take a play if I had a cluster of confluences. So one of the first things I have on my chart is this OTE or fib from, let me take this off. That I have from this high to this low. And I feel that one of the reasons we've been choppy, other than the big mother bar we set with Trump News last week, is the fact that we're right at the 0.618. So we're right at OTE. So that's mainly made me look for bearish plays throughout the week. So yesterday, so I have this marked, and then I also did a fib on this swing high to this swing low. And I realized, so I said in my analysis, if we display, if we invalidate this and we displace, then I'll be looking for some upward momentum. But if not, most likely we'll be looking for any downside plays. So I noticed yesterday that we kept kind of testing it. We also had an hourly, let me, an hourly fair value gap right here that we couldn't get out of or close above it. We only closed above it like, sometime in the morning. But overall, like we weren't closing above it. And so what I do is I have a list of triggers or confluences that I have, and I check them off as I'm trying to get into a play. And so if I only have one or two, then that tells me it's a lower probability setup than a if I have more. So I went ahead and throughout the day, like here for example, I was like, oh, maybe it's time to short, um, like around here. But I saw the wicks, and I did try a put, and I was only able to get like 20% out of it or something. It was something quick. Eventually, actually no, it wasn't there. It was here. I got in here and I was able to get 20% or so out of it. And then I realized, well, one of the reasons is because I didn't have too many of these checked off when I was getting into the trade. So I honestly should have not even gotten in. Um, but then we came up to here, and I was like, now we're starting to form wicks at this, at the 0.618 OTE, the 53.51 Mancini level, the fair value gap. So that's already, I'm checking OTE, fair value gap, Mancini level, and I think on the hourly we were rejecting the EMA 50. So I'm coming here and I'm checking this. So that's already 4. Then once you come down to the 5 minute, I saw that we had a 3111, which on the 5 minute, that's kind of rare. So I went ahead and checked this off. So that's already giving me 5 confluences. And then I've been incorporating the TTM squeeze lately, and I noticed that on these, on these candles, the TTM was starting to slope down as well. And I think on the 15 minute, it was wasn't really setting up bigger bars. And then I think on the 30 minute, yeah. So yeah, on the 5 minute mainly, I was like, all right, this could be a quick play because it's on a smaller time frame. So check that off. So then I was like, all right, I already have six, and we actually formed a shooter on the 15 too. So here, kind of double shooter. So I'm like, all right, that's 7 confluences. So that's a higher probability trade. And then I said, I can ride it till we most likely, if it has momentum, will tap the daily open. So basically, that's what it did after it broke that triple inside 5 minute. Started to come down, chopped here a little, and then eventually it like hit that and I got out and then started popping up towards the right at market close. So yeah, that's kind of like what I like to do. Even on a choppy day or a choppy week, you just have to have the patience to look for those higher probability setups. And I'm only human, so I do get in sometimes on those that are not. And I quickly, after I realize like, oh, this is not gonna work. Um, Either get out with a small loss or a small gain, and then just try to remain patient for the better setup. So yeah, hope this video helps. Thanks, guys.